Do you think a conservative like you can ever get a fair shake from the media?
Oh, I suspect everyone's going to have to stand up for what they believe in, and I'm not going to change my my philosophy or my principles to try to make a particular network happy. I know what I believe in, and I'm going to day after day be defending that and standing up for the principles I believe in.
Do you think a conservative can win a general election, like a true conservative? The going bet is that, these big names like Jeb Bush and Chris Christie and Mitt Romney, if they got in, that they would be a real force in the presidential race. What's your thought, even though you're not decided to get in yet?
I think Americans are just looking for a leader that will lay out a vision, an optimistic vision. I think Americans are pessimistic. I think that the election that we had back in November was a message of pessimism. Pessimism about this president's vision, pessimism about Washington not being able to work. No one's laying out a positive vision for this country. And I think that's what Americans are begging for. They're begging for leadership that they can trust, leadership that they know has the experience to take them and this country forward. So a conservative certainly has that ability to do that. So the idea that somehow or another a person who has conservative traditional values can't lead this country, I think is just a totally false narrative.
Obviously, to run against an Obama foreign policy includes Secretary Hillary Clinton, who likely will be running this time as well. How do Republicans who don't have a vast level of experience on foreign policy compete against that, a Hillary Clinton nomination potentially?
Well, it's not whether or not the hours are put in foreign policies, but it's philosophy of the foreign policy. And I will suggest to you that there's some real criticism of the way that Secretary Clinton has handled America's foreign policy.
You speak about Hispanics' participation in the economy. Let's just talk about immigration. We're going to talk about it on this tour today of the border. Your thoughts on the president's action and how it impacts your state specifically?
I met with the president on the ramp in Dallas to talk to him about this issue. It became abundantly clear to me that he was not going to put into place the personnel, the resources to secure the border. And at that particular point in time, we knew that we were going to have to do that if we were interested in keeping the border secure and our citizens safe. So that's the real issue here. Securing the border with Mexico should be one of the most important jobs that the federal government has.
For the issue of gay marriage, for example, where you look at polls and you look at the country and it seems to have shifted, where are you on that?
I still believe in traditional marriage. I think it's an issue that the states will deal with. Again, we're different people. We're a diverse population. And that is one of those issues that shouldn't be a federal issue. It should be left to the states to decide.
Is the country ready for another Texan in the White House?
I think the country's ready for a leader. I think the country's ready for someone who's got a positive view of this country, someone who can articulate the clear needs that this country needs and then implement them. That's what Americans are looking for. I don't think they particularly care whether they're from Oklahoma or from Pennsylvania or from California or from Texas.